Robotaxis are in focus. Some are attempting a comeback after hitting a rough patch last year. GM is going to resume its robotaxi testing in Phoenix. This is according to a new report here from Bloomberg, and coming just days after grounding its fleet last year. Now, just last week, we saw Tesla's CEO Elon Musk saying that the EV maker is also planning to unveil a driverless taxi in August. So here to break all this down, the path forward that we could expect, Yahoo Finance reporter Akiko Fujita. Akiko.
Good morning to you, Shauna. Let's start with that Bloomberg report first. With that report saying that Cruise has been in talks with officials from roughly 20 cities to try and resume operations following things being halted last year. We have reached out to GM for confirmation about these tests resuming in Phoenix. Haven't heard back just yet, but a spokesperson from GM telling Bloomberg that they have not set a timeline for deployment and that the company's in the process of meeting with officials in certain markets to gather information. Now, any retesting would certainly be a big comeback, as you said, after what has been an incredibly rough patch for GM over the last 6 months. In October of last year, GM, of course, halted self-driving operations in California. And this coming after their license was suspended. Their license to operate was suspended back in California. Now, that came after Cruise was involved in an incident or several accidents. In one incident, a passenger was dragged roughly 20 feet under a Cruise car. That led to the founder and CEO of GM's Cruise resigning roughly a month later. Now, even as Cruise struggles, though, to restart its operations, Waymo, which is, of course, Google's self-driving unit, has really been surging ahead. Google's self-driving unit launching its fully autonomous ride-hailing service in LA last month after months of trials. That's in addition to the services they've already been operating in San Francisco and Phoenix. They're now testing its service in Austin in hopes of launching later this year. Just last week, of course, the company launched fully autonomous food deliveries with Uber Eats in Phoenix, part of an ongoing partnership Waymo has with Uber. Now, just to put in context, the growth that we have seen from Waymo between December and February alone, Waymo taxis logged 1.4 million driverless miles. That is a 42% jump from the previous quarter. That's according to data from California Public Utilities Commission. Now, that certainly points to the demand that we have seen in these select markets that Waymo's been operating in. But that leads us to where the broader adoption is going. And of course, last week, we got that big announcement from Elon Musk saying that Tesla would be unveiling its robotaxi in August of this year. Now, there's been a lot of questions about just how reliable that technology is going to be coming from Tesla, given what we have seen over the last several months. Elon Musk, of course, has been teasing out the potential of a robotaxi leading back to 2016, but we did get a Tesla recall back in December. 2 million vehicles recalled for a software update after regulators pressured the company and raised questions about just how reliable their autopilot system is, guys.
Well, Akiko, speaking of that, we have a result from this lawsuit over the fatal crash involving Tesla's autopilot system. I wonder if you can talk to us a little bit about what the latest is on that.
Yeah, this is a settlement of a car crash that happened back in 2018 involving an Apple software engineer who died driving while using Tesla's autopilot system. Now, the family blamed defects in the autopilot technology, saying it didn't have enough safeguards in place to avoid a crash. Now, the terms of the settlement have not been made public, but certainly any kind of trial for Tesla would have really put this software under scrutiny, public scrutiny, I should say, months ahead of this supposed reveal coming in August. So that settlement there, but there's going to be a lot of scrutiny about the safety of Tesla as we count down to what Elon Musk says is a big reveal coming in August.
Really comprehensive as always, Akiko. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Appreciate it.